It's not every day that I get invited to play any golf course of my choice, and when Matt and Thomas did exactly that, I seized the opportunity to return to my favorite golf course on earth, PASATIEMPO. You've seen it on the channel before, and I couldn't be more thrilled to share another video here. We played a match that we tracked on Matt and Thomas's new app, Loop Golf, that simplifies betting on the course, and we'll have more on that later. But for now, let's kick it off on the first tee of a hole that had my number last time and looks poised to snag me again. It's a 440-yard par 4.
Also left.
The first time I played it, I opened with a triple, and it's not looking much easier this time either. This is my opponent, Matt, and as promised, we'll have more on our match in just a bit.
So somehow having 220 in from the left rough is better than we did on this hole the first time.
And trying to get a fairway wood on this was definitely too ambitious. I'll still have a ways in. Matt, meanwhile, from the fairway of 9, actually does a great job getting this into a greenside bunker.
112. Hopefully just launch a wedge on there. Okay. Interesting start to this round. 72 yards in.
Once again, this hole is just giving me fits. And after this one, I'm now on the green in 4 shots. And Matt has eyes on getting this on the green and getting out with a bogey.
Ooh, bunker to bunker. Hate to see it, partner.
But the course has other plans. And you can see him in the background here, just wedging his back on.
Classic. What's everyone putting for? I'm putting from 40 feet for bogey.
Meanwhile, I'm just hoping to get this close enough so that my double is good. And I do.
Oh! Thanks. Good double. Beats the triple last time. We're in good shape.
Matt still has 25 or 30 feet for bogey now. He'll get it close, and we don't want any more damage than this. I'll give him that one.
All right, first hole at Pasa. What was the best gross score there? Still double? Okay. All right, we're going with the first hole never happened approach because that was brutal.
Yes.
All right, I need an intro from everyone. Just a brief who you are, what your cap is.
Hi, my name is Matt. I'm an 8 handicap.
Everybody, Thomas, I'm an 8 handicap as well.
I'm Brett, 1.7.
Sheesh.
That's my teammate. Not a scratch golfer. Scratch golfer. All right, on the first hole, double bogey was good for a halve.
If that first hole felt incredibly frenetic, it was for us out there too. It's tough calming the nerves when you're playing one of your all-time favorite courses. I finally settled in on the tee of 2, and Matt is still having trouble.
So we got 170 flag. Looks like anything short is getting there. I think like the target here is the front right of the green. We're a bit into, but I'm still hitting a 160 club.
I'm trying to settle back into my routine here. And here I picked the right target, but it comes up just a bit short.
Nice easy green. Look at this green.
The camera has a way of flattening everything. But just like Augusta looks flat on TV, so does this. And I promise you it's not.
That could have been worse. I think I see it. See my spot.
I'd love to get this one to go to calm the nerves after 1. And I get it to go.
Oh, there we go. Alrighty, 178 playing 192. I have a feeling you guys are all hitting mid-irons while I'm hitting hybrid. I'm hitting a 200 club. It's a front pin. There's room behind it. My biggest issue, to be honest, is it's hard to see how uphill this is. I don't hit a hybrid all that high. Like I said, don't hit it high.
It's not the one I wanted, but it'll work out. Matt's back in action on the tee of 3, and he draws it into a treacherous bunker. He's short-sided and above the hole, and the best he can do is get it out and leave himself a putt.
Wow, that is crazy.
I learned a lot from watching that one, and I'll get out of here with a pretty good par. Matt will line this one up as a confidence builder, and he knocks it home.
380, wind into. Aim at the bunkers left of the green complex there.
I found something with driver, and I'll just have a wedge in.
Thanks.
Matt, meanwhile, with a 3-wood. It's still coming along, and I have a proposal.
I vote we give the man a delayed breakfast ball.
But he doesn't want it. He's such an honest guy. He'll just wedge it back towards our carts.
115. Marshall says play it a bit short of that number. Just gonna bunt a wedge.
And I've always had trouble taking something off of a club.
Oh, I pushed it. quite a bit out to the right.
And I'll miss short. And Matt now from 100 yards can get one on the green and 2-putt and hope to at least have the hole. He does a good job, but he will be left with about 30 feet uphill.
What a green. Holy. Boy, is it hard to appreciate on video what's going on here. Okay, so my putt is uphill for 25 feet and then so steeply downhill. I see a spot I need to get it to.
Putting typically accounts for 40% of our strokes, and I do take my time on this one, but it wasn't quite enough, and I'll still have a tester for par. And here it is. No good.
Thanks.
I'll have to settle for bogey. And Matt now with the long one for the par and the win, but it bobbles right there.
You got hurt by the bobble. Ugh. If it wouldn't have bobbled on that, that might have gone in.
He'll have to settle for a bogey as well and have the hole.
All right, 170 playing 175 is what I had. I'm embarrassed to admit how much club I'm hitting, but...
After having the last hole, I'm going to open the door wide open for Matt after this shot.
There we go.
And the tempo on this one is so smooth, and he hits by far his best of the day.
Yeah, right tier and everything.
With Matt close, I should be aggressive with this bunker shot, but I don't get it all the way there, and I'll have some work left.
I think it still has to come in around yours. I think it does, yeah. So like my line is like this much outside of it. Yeah.
Mine.
Matt has 20 feet for birdie, so I have to give this one a run.
Thank God for the pin, I guess. Yikes.
Matt with this look at birdie. He'd love to get this one to go and finally turn the momentum around in this match. It's not quite meant to be, but he'll settle for a par and win the hole.
We're on the Mackenzie hole.
Indeed, you know you're in a pretty cool place when the course designer built Augusta National, but decided to build his house here. And Matt with just a 4-iron here.
4-iron past my driver. Great shot. We have 280 in, and it's like, there's OB left. There's trees right, so we're going to try to lay up to, what number do we want? Let's say we want 100 yards. So we only want to hit this 170.
Last time I had this shot, I hooked a 4-wood literally into Mackenzie's fence.
Thanks.
So this time I chose a layup number. Matt also chose a smart club, so even though he didn't like the way he hit it, he'll be just fine.
Oh, yeah.
And now with the smooth wedge, he hits it right on line, but it's a bit short.
Smooth little wedge. Back of the green. Little left of the flag.
That's about 2 grooves low, but it is right at my target.
Kind of schmeagling it around the course today, but...
And no trip to Pasa would be complete without paying homage to the legend himself. This is his house.
A humble home for a great golf course architect.
Jeez.
Matt now with the long look at birdie. He doesn't quite get the speed right, and he'll have a bit of work left for par. And now I'm up for bird.
I've got more break in this than we see, because when I stood from it there, it looked like it was really coming in. I think like 2 cups out, yeah? Even a hair more. I've got it like, I've got the straight putt like here, so I kind of want to put it like...
I really thought I had this one nailed. But sometimes you roll a good putt that just doesn't go in.
Thanks.
Matt now needs this one to have the hole. And that's just cruel.
Good. Okay, this is the most narrow shoot. Said I learned last time, that this is not a driver hole, but it...
And I don't know what happened to the guy who was preaching course management, but this time I got away with the wrong choice. Matt wisely chooses the iron. He flares it out to the right, but actually gets a great bounce. Now he's taking dead aim with the wedge, and the club twirl means it's right at it.
Okay, so we only have 95 in. Anything short's in a really impossible bunker.
The pressure's on me to match Matt's, and unfortunately mine's offline the whole way.
Yours all were coming in off this slope, but I think... Oh, mine is doing this at the end. But from the first 6 feet, it wants to go this way. So, like, do you still like outside the hole left? Left edge? Okay. My body's having trouble committing to that.
If you can't commit, nothing else matters. And I wind up starting this 3 cups out.
I must have started it outside of that. Yeah.
Matt now for the birdie and the win. Takes his time lining it up, and he makes it.
Good. All right, let's talk about why we're here, what we're doing today.
Alrighty, so we're building a product which will simplify your recreational wagers. Loop Golf is the name, and we're getting ready to release this thing to the market in 2 to 3 weeks.
It's live in the App Store today, and you can check it out using the link in the description below. Matt flushed that one, but unfortunately into the left rough. And I'm taking a bit more club, and it's also left, but it does catch a piece of green. Matt chipped out to the lower tier, and he had to putt this one through the fringe. Meanwhile, I'll have about 25 feet for birdie.
So we're not going to miss short. Oh, I missed short. I missed short. What a fool. Oh, Adam.
But the par is good for the win.
What an awesome hole here. Yeah, what a hole. Starts with getting one in play.
That's a decent swing for me, but it's right at a fairway bunker.
Stay away from that bunker. Oh, that's a horrible kick.
Matt now, with his best driver swing of the front nine. It's a smooth cut into the middle of the fairway, and he'll get to go forward in two.
Okay, 250 flag. The bailout to the right, I can hit it up to 200, but there's a lip in my face here. This just feels like 8-iron wedge.
That's the worst.
Shit. 215 to the front right.
I'm hoping to muscle one to the front right of the green, but it's not well struck.
We put it exactly where we didn't want to.
Matt now with an iron in hand, takes aim at the fat part of the green, and misses just a bit long.
Like right of the pin, left of the pin, short, long. Okay, so we have 55 yards. And the partner's showing me room. Cool.
And I thought this was on a good line, but I'll be left with quite a bit of work. Speaking of which, it's not easy getting up and down from anywhere on this golf course, and Matt does a pretty good job here of at least getting this one close. And here's my long attempt at par. It's a pretty poor putt, and once again I'll have work left.
That wasn't a good putt.
Matt now with another makeable birdie, and he's robbed. But par's good for the win. And as usual, when you don't need them to go in, they always seem to drop. And that's it for the front nine. Stay tuned, because we have the back nine of the match at PASA coming up soon.